with increased bandwidth and solid security for public cloud in place, why the companies would actually choose private cloud versus public cloud at this era of high bandwidth as well as security in place?
Sure. So there's a number of reasons that our customers tell us, and one of them is compliance. In many cases, there are regulations around data, where data can physically be stored for that particular environment. In some cases, the regulations may be as specific as that data has to be in a specific building. That happens in the gaming industry, or maybe in a specific state or a country. So compliance is certainly one of them. Another one is cost. People are very concerned about the cost of cloud, and having your cost structure being driven by someone external is something that people are very concerned about controlling. Also, the data, although data bandwidth is certainly good, people are looking at performance and latencies as something they're interested in, because if you're generating a lot of data at a particular source, you can often minimize that latency by having infrastructure to store and analyze that data locally. And that can be achieved very easily with a hybrid cloud infrastructure where you can deploy a phenomenal amount of storage, a petabyte in just a few U of rack space, and then compute to go along with it. And that can be deployed anywhere to minimize that time. And we had an example like this with the military. They had to have things deployed in a battlefield environment. Obviously, that's something that is by definition remote. Hybrid cloud met their needs perfectly for that. And we see that in other cases as well, such as medical, financial, et cetera. So it really comes down to cost, compliance, and there are certainly cases where latency is an issue. We see the two operating in concert, and I think that's where it gets really exciting, because when you have an on-prem environment that looks and acts exactly the same, you can achieve data mobility, you can achieve consistency in operations, and you can choose where that data resides for each particular workload. You're not locked into one or the other based on decisions you made a year ago. You can choose as workloads arise how and where it gets deployed.